and this is one of those impromptu kind of videos that I'm doing, and basically it's to show you the first part of my build. I'm trying to see if I can get this working on my iPad, to be honest, but I can't really do it right now, so bear with me one moment and I'm just trying to sort this out. Let's see, here we go. Right, I might be able to see what I'm doing now and who's talking to me and who isn't. Right, so this is Mildenhall and this is the start of it, and this is my framework. And today it's just literally to sort of say that I'm here, and basically what the plans are for Mildenhall. Hello Philip, welcome to the stream, it's been a while. And basically I'm just showing you what I've got up to and what I've been doing in terms of my railway, because it's been a long time since I've done anything to do with my actual railway. So as you can see, there is some sort of beginnings here of how the railway is going to be and how big it's going to be, how it's made. So it's just basically just a quick run through as to what is here and what I propose to do and what the features are of this particular layout and how it's going to work and that kind of thing. So I know it hasn't been announced, I haven't announced it on Facebook and I haven't announced it anywhere. This is just one of those that I thought, well, let's just do it and I will just show you what I've been up to. So the first thing to sort of say is, hello Collins Engage. Yes, welcome to the stream, and yeah, I wanted to go to Derby but it's a bit too far out for me, so I'm sure it's very good. And basically, so let's just sort of make a start. So basically this is the framework that I've been working on, and the whole layout as a whole is, as you can probably see, if I just drop this down you can see the edge of the baseboard there where my thumb is. So that is the whole entirety. Yeah. Yes. Hello. Yes, Philip. Yeah, my health is what it is. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Dragon Junction, Alan. Hi, and welcome to the stream. So yeah, it is one of those things. And yeah, there's certain exhibitions on the calendar, Collins Engage, that I would like to go that I feel like are always good. And Derby, I know, is pretty good. So as you can see, this is the whole layout in its entirety. From where my hand is here at the end to that far end at the wall there, and at the moment it measures at about 9.5 feet by 4 feet. So hello Scrapline, good afternoon, welcome to the stream. Like I said, it wasn't announced, it's just one of those off the cuff videos today. And basically, so it's 9.5 feet in length that way, and then 4 feet going this way. It does look bigger than that from here. I suppose I'm looking forward to putting something on it. I'm not sure. I'm looking forward to running some trains. As you can probably sort of see on my right there, you could probably see a little oval of track there on the floor there, where I had been sort of testing some trains. And so basically that's what the framework is. Now I'm going to just pop you off the camera, off the tripod, and hopefully this won't sling anywhere and cut you out like I did last time. And I'm just going to spin you around so you can have a better look. So this bit here is basically a bolt-on section, as you can see. There's one bolt there and another one there. So the 8 foot, so it can actually be an 8 foot by 4 foot board, because that's what this bit is, all the way down to the end there. It's 8 foot by 4, and then I've added this extra bit as a bolt on. Also, I like transport. Hello, welcome to the stream. It's basically the same as what I had before. It's not too different to what I've had before. Because basically I love the NSC era and I love the modern stuff, so it's not going to be, you know, anything. It's just the same as what I've been pretty much running before. It's just I kind of wanted a circuit layout. I've been wanting one for a long time, and this is the only way really I can incorporate it, and this is pretty much the maximum that I can get away with. The features is basically the top is actually independent to the bottom, because the bottom is just like a box and the top just sits on top, and then it's just screwed in and held in through these blocks that you can probably see. There's one there and there's one there. So basically it just sits on the so basically the top comes off. It's an 8x4, one big piece, and then you've got a bolt-on piece at the end here, and then that bit also just sits on the top of the box, so that can be easily removed. And the whole thing and whole structure is on wheels, so it can sort of move about as and when I want to. So it can all be pulled out, and I can work it. As you can see, I'm just pulling it out as you go along. See, so it's all on wheels. The other thing I've been doing also is another feature of it. Sorry, forgive my. Is I've also put some door stops on the back of this thing just to protect it along the walls all the way down, and also one in the corner there that stops it from marking the wall. So that's pretty much how it is at the minute. This is all I've done. I was actually going to put the top on it today. So it's just quite literally just roll it back, all one-handed. The wood is there for the top. That's just when I'm just kneeling down on the floor to make cuts, and then to just use that just to protect my legs. So that's pretty much what it is really. It's not a huge amount as yet, but it's. Hello Stuart Barnard, welcome to the stream. And like I said, it's been a long time since I've actually done anything like this, so I just thought I'd give you an update as to where we're at with this. But like I said, it's all fully removable. Over here is where the TV is going to go eventually. This is going to be like a storage area. And basically I'm just going to like cover it up with board and then paint it and all the rest of it. So yeah, it's a slow progress, but we're getting there. I mean, it's just bits and pieces really. So this is going to be the start of Mildenhall. So like I said, it's going to be a circuit layout, but like I said, it's not a huge circuit layout by any stretch of the imagination. Mildenhall. Actually, the name actually came from a friend of mine many years ago. I think there's an RAF base or something called Mildenhall, from what I remember. I could be wrong. It's just that I like to be a bit different with my names, as you've probably gathered, with like Ringwood South and Beringer. Hello, John Morler, welcome. Yes, it is. Yeah, so it's a new layout. It's very beginnings. Yeah, I think, to be honest, Stuart, I think Mildenhall is basically a friend of mine used to work. I think that's where it came from, but I've actually lost contact with that particular friend, and I think she said that she used to work near Mildenhall. Not actually at the base, but I think there is a place called Mildenhall. But I just like to be a bit obscure with my names and things anyway. Like I said, I've had Beringer and I've also had Ringwood South. I didn't really want to go for the kind of, I don't know, sort of, I've always have been, it's just something about me, I've just always just like to be different, so just like to make the layouts cool, a bit different. But yeah, so this is going to be Mildenhall, and it's just going to be a circuit layout. I'm not exactly sure how it's, yeah, I am glad I've got it underway now, yes, very much so. Because to be honest with you, I've been, the railway is not just about a hobby for me, it's also about therapy for me, in terms of, it's been well documented, I suffer with mental health issues, and this is a great way for me to sort of take my mind off life and just get on and just throw myself into it. So it's been really good to be able to do this. So like I said, it doesn't look like much now, but I just thought I'd give you a brief sort of overview of what it's going to be. I'm going to put some cladding on the front of this to tidy this up. And like I said, I've got the boards down below. That's 9mm ply. I wanted to get one big board, but unfortunately, because of the way my car is, I can't fit it in the car. Thank you, Alan. And yeah, I mean, it will get there. Like I said, it's going to take time. Like I said, it's quite nice that it is on wheels because it's proved very handy already that it's on wheels. And also when it comes to doing the circuit and laying the circuit, it just means I can get around the back a lot easier if I can pull this into the middle of the room and then start putting the track down and on the back there without having to sort of get ladders and everything like that to kind of get across it in order to try and fit it. So yeah, so that's pretty much it really. It's nothing terribly exciting at the moment, but I do have something that I think you guys might be possibly interested in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spin the camera down and stick you on the tripod. Right, okay, I'm going to stick you on the tripod for the minute because I've got something else to show you. I should have brought it in earlier actually. Now, oh, let's hang on a second. Right, I've got something else to show you, and it's a few weeks ago. Those of you who follow Gary over at Cheeky Tech, which I'm sure the majority of you do, if not all of you do, will know that me and him decided to go down to the London Transport Museum. And I am a massive fan of the London Underground, and that's a lot of where my railway interests got me started in the beginning. Because I didn't go on many sort of intercity train journeys or anything like that, but I did do a lot of underground journeys. And I always used to love the A stock and the D stock trains, were particular favourites of mine. And yes, we have some framework. Yes, Steve, welcome to the stream. Yes, and basically we had a brilliant time. And if you didn't see Gary's last video, he took some photographs and some video footage of what the museum was like, and it's absolutely brilliant. I loved it. Now, I've got a little piece of London Underground history here in the flat, and it's genuine London Underground history memorabilia, which I have here. I've got more to come, but one has arrived, and I'll show you that in a minute. So don't go away, so stay there. Now, actually, I'll show it to you over here. Right, that's what you got. And I'll take you off the tripod now once again, and hopefully I won't delete you or cut you off. And I will spin you around. So this is what we have. This is a genuine D-stock London Underground District Line train seat. And I'm going to make this my railway chair. And I managed to get this for a really cheap price. And I just think it's just a nice bit of... No, I didn't. I actually bona fide paid for this seat. And one of the lovely things about this is I'm going to make the framework for it. Yeah, I'm going to make the framework for it because I've got some footage of it, some photographs that I've got off of Google. And if the best thing about this is if I turn this around, it's actually got the actual inscription. Now, the DS stands for D stock. I'm not sure what the 5 stands for, but the 7510 is the actual running number or the carriage number of the train. And I've actually got a picture of this actual train, 7510. And what I'm planning to do is, if I just put this back, make a... Hello, Anthony from Strathmore, welcome to the stream. So what I'm planning to do is make a replica framework for this, so you can actually proper sit on it. I only just received this a few days ago. And the actual picture of the actual District Line train, the D-Stock 7510, I'm going to have put on here as the cover for the doors, or however I'm going to do that. But there'll be a representation of it on here. So I've got the picture already. I'm hoping it can be blown up without it losing its quality, and so hopefully it will go on there. So just as a quick recap for those who recently joined, we do have framework for Mildenhall. It is about 9.5 feet by 4. It's on wheels, so it can be moved. So that's pretty cool. It also features door stops on the back and along the side to protect it against the walls. The top is independent from the bottom, so the top can be taken off from the bottom, so the bottom's just a box. And then this bit at the end is a additional bolt-on section, because from here down to the end is roughly about 8 feet. So this is about the last me up and running by 10 p.m. I think not. I'm not Dave Howarth. He likes to get on and crack on with things. No, I'm not like that at all. No, this is going to be some time now. I am itching to get a train running, to be honest. So it's on wheels. This bit's just the bolt on. Like I said, it still has to be a nice piece of furniture because it has to go in with the rest of the flat. Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, Philip, I'm like every other modeler, to be honest with you. We all try our best and we try and do what we can with our layouts and make the best of our skills and everything to try and create a decent layout. So the TV will probably end up going under there. This will all be like railway storage, probably, for all my bits and pieces like that. But like I said, it will all be covered and tied up to make it like a nice piece of furniture, really. And I'm thinking that the back seam will probably be a wraparound back seam that just wraps around. So I'm not entirely certain yet, but I think that's how it's going to work. I have a rough idea of what I'd like to do with it in terms of how it's going to look. But, with me, everything's open to debate because I've always constantly got so many ideas on the go. And like I said, I'm still going to need to create a frame for my railway chair. So my official D-Stock London Underground railway chair. So I'm really looking forward to building a frame for that. So that's something else that needs doing. So that's pretty much it, everybody. So I don't know if anyone's got any questions they'd like to ask before I go, but feel free to do so. No, I don't. The thing is, Steve, it is nice. I was going to do a TND originally, but the thing is, the reason why it's like this 9x4 is because I actually want a circuit layout. Yes, I have actually, Alan. I have got a grid saw. I wanted a circuit layout because as much as I like to run Grid South, it's kind of, I've always wanted to kind of do a circuit and just to be able to sit down like everybody else and just watch the trains go by. It's almost like a giant fish tank. You just sit there and just kind of watch the trains go round and round, and and if I might do it on 2 levels and maybe have a bottom bit where I can do some shunting or something like that if I want to, and then maybe the top bit just leave that as a circuit. That might be a possibility, but I haven't really sort of thought about it that far along. Basically, I kind of probably do things the wrong way around compared to most people, because a lot of people like to use iTrains and all these other things to sort of plan a layout and put it into that space, where I'm the other way around. I've just kind of done it where I've got this space here, that's what I've got to work with, let's kind of see what fits in it, and that's how it's kind of going to be, because I haven't really got anywhere else to put it other than that. And obviously I don't want to take up too much of the flat, because obviously on this side the sofa will eventually go there on this side where everything is, which is quite handy. I still haven't got that yet, but I do have a chair, so that's fine. And I do have my bed, so that's why I'm kind of thinking, the sofa will end up going there. And so I don't really I want this to be a nice piece of furniture as well as a railway. So that's kind of what the plan is with that. And to be honest with you, it takes up quite a lot of room as it is, as you can see, as a whole. But, I think it's something that I want in the long term. I think if I end up building another end-to-end layout, I just don't think I'd be satisfied, because as much as I liked Ringwood South, it'd be nice to talk to you guys and sort of have trains running in the background or whatever, and and do some really decent running sessions with just trains just running around. But I can't do it with Ringwood South, so I had to be really a circuit layout. So on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you all. So until the next time, it's bye from Mildenhall. Thank you for joining me, and I'm sorry that it hasn't been overly interesting, but it's the beginnings of a railway. And yeah, and I think a few people need to be mentioned actually. I want to thank Alan actually, Alan from Drayton Junction, who's actually online, because he's really been a great inspiration to me. I've seen him crack on with his layout and what he's been doing with his loops outside and all the rest of it, and that's kind of inspired me a lot to get on with what I'm doing. Yes, true. I'm not just making it up because you're on the stream, but it is true. So, and also Alan also mentioned, which I will mention as well, as Robert's train set, and Alan mentioned this a little while ago, and he's sort of says it for how it is, and I applaud him for that. And he's like, I know, and it's kind of very similar in terms of he's got. I think I did ask him his dimensions. I think his dimensions are similar but slightly smaller, and he's just got his train just running around, and I quite like that idea. And you kind of take kind of inspirations from everybody, really, to be honest. And but I found it really useful, and it's just been really great. And also my very dear friend Gary over at Cheeky Tech, who I love immensely, because like I said, we did have a great time doing the London Underground bit together. I mean, we always have a good old crack anyway. So it's just, yeah, we're getting there, and I'd like to thank everybody for supporting me. That's it. Yeah, it's a great start. I'm happy with it. And the thing is, I'm actually off at the moment for work for 2 weeks, and that's why I've cracked on with it, because this isn't something that I can do on an odd day off. So I know it's going to take some time to do, which is why I've decided to get on with it now whilst I've got the time off to do it. So look out for more instalments and more updates, and also I hope you enjoyed. That's okay, Alan. I hope you enjoyed the video over at Kerno's that I did, because it's a great store. If you're ever in Guildford, go over to Kerno's. They've got such a huge selection. I mean, I'm well lucky, I am, because I've got literally Alton Model Shop just over there. I've got the railway line just over there, and that railway line that's just over there will take me to Guildford, which will take me, well, I change it all shop to go to Guildford, but it won't take very long to get to Guildford to go to Kerno's. So it's all very local and very handy to have. So I'm really grateful for that. I mean, there's a lot of people out there who are like, haven't got any shops anywhere near them. So it's nice that I've got some shops around me to go to also give me some inspiration. I did see some locos in there that I really wanted. And luckily, I came out and I didn't spend a penny. So I'm really pleased with that, because I literally trying to get my focus on trying to get money spent onto this to get this up and running. Hello, Portobello Junction. Thank you for joining the stream as we're just finishing up. Like I said, hopefully it's going to be up and running by FebEx next year is what I'm hoping for, which is going to be February next year. I don't know whether that's going to be. I'm sure there will be stuff running, but whether or not, how far along it will be, that's kind of like my plan. Because I will be going to FebEx, and if some of you do go, and maybe this might be here to have a look at, so who knows. So yeah, so this is what we have, and this is what I have to play with. Steve, if you're still online, I'd like to I don't really mention anything on your Facebook page, but I'd like to sort of give you a mention on the wonderful work you're doing with all your projects and whatnot, because I think you do a grand job for the community. So that's really fab as well. So I'm really just, keep up with all of your channels, so, and Facebook posts as well. So until the next time, this is going to be goodbye from Mildenhall. That's what it's called, Mildenhall. I'm not sure entirely what it's going to have or how it's going to encompass anything. There is an old school layout, and I'm a big fan of old school layouts, and there's quite a few old school layouts around. And I did buy DVD sort of 7 discs or whatever some time ago, ages ago. And one of the ideas is I'm toying with is a layout called Selsdon, I think Selsdon Park. I think it was. Alan over at Jan might remember because he said he's seen it. I did briefly mention it to him, and that's one of the ideas I was toying with. There is actually a video on it on YouTube. It's a bit grainy, but you kind of get the general gist of it. And it's that kind of idea that I'm kind of looking at, possibly like an elevated arches through an urban scene, and maybe having the bottom as some sort of yard or carriage sidings that will lead to the top. That's kind of one idea I'm toying with, but with me, you're never quite sure what you're going to get. At the moment, I'm just going to try and get the top put on this for this week, and maybe actually have an oval of track or something running on it. But obviously that won't be the track plan, but just have some trains running maybe. So until the next time, it's bye from Really Good South. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sticking with me all this time, because my subscribers have been steadily going up, even though there hasn't really been much in the way of content on this channel for a little while. But hopefully I'll be rectifying that with more regular updates on this, and also my little travels out and about. So it's goodbye from me, Susanna, over here at Mildenhall. Bye for now all.